All right, as we're coming into 3 and 4, Bakersfield Speedway, if you're ready, Bud Light, here we go!
Into turn 1, 11. Look at Colin Weinbarger. He's sitting there. Look at the sparks coming out of the brakes. That is a detour for the rest of the field, thinking that something's happening. But I'll tell you what, it is a cool thing to see. He is running side by side for a second with the 5. That is Bennett. Colin will take over that second spot.
Weinbarger moving into the number 2 position. Bennett riding the high side, trying to test the waters upstairs to find some traction. He saw it happen in the heat race earlier. He says, hey, maybe I'll find something up there. Right now it's not working for him as Weinbarger stole the number 2 position away and sets his sights on the leader, Rob Sanders, the Sandman, up front in the number 11.
The Sandman in the number 11 making a quick work. He's running the bottom. Colin a little bit up off the bottom groove. He's sitting there. The fireworks show coming out of those brake pads on the left rear makes a cool deal. But right now, I'll tell you what, Colin is reeling in your leader. We are 3 laps down. We have 7 laps to go.
Yeah, with this going on right now, the big battle is who's coming up from behind right now. The 21J Justin Crockett's coming up on the 77, and that is Bartels. And he's up there trying to make a move because he needs to get back up to get into that A main.
That is a great race for a transfer position between Mole, Bartels, and Crockett. They're nose to tail in the middle of the pack, shooting it out for a transfer spot to get into the A. That is the best race on the track right there. Your top 4 cars are spread out single file, and Sanders is laying down some pretty good laps right now.
Crockett running in that 8th position, trying to look for any forward bite. He's now trying out on the bottom underneath the 77. That is going to be Bartels. Bartels sits there and lets him in. He actually pushes out of turn number 2, Corey.
Opened up the door for the 21 of Crockett. Crockett stole that spot out of turn 2 down the backstretch. He now sits in the number 5 spot.
6 laps down, halfway around. This time around, your leader still the number 11 of Sanders. Colin Weinbarger now falling back a little bit, probably about 4 or 5 car lengths. They're both running the same exact spot, same exact time on the track.
Yeah, I think those guys are running right now. They're just trying to log laps, not trying to push anything.
Yes, sir.
Maybe see what everybody's going in front of them trying to do. Save it all for that last part just in case they need it.
Right now, I'm really watching that 21 car of Crockett as he starts to put the inside of that car, that left front up on the apron to load that right rear, trying to get some traction down in that corner. And right now it's working for him. He's picked up 2 spots doing that so far.
Trying to get that forward bite, trying to keep that car on the bars, trying to keep the horsepower and stuff down on the ground.
Sanders continues to pull away from Colin Weinbarger in the Superman car. He is looking very good up front. Sanders, your leader in the 11. Weinbarger crosses the line now. Then it's Bennett at the stripe, followed by the 75 of Malcolm. And here's the battle for the transfer spot. You've got the 21 of Crockett leading a tight field of cars over Mole. The 44. That is Kelsey Foley. I mean, all those guys, they're really shooting it out for position.
10 laps down. We have 2 more laps. We'll see the white flag this time around. The top 3, literally the top 4, are spread out all the way through the track.
For a B main, this right here, there's some real talent in this race. White flag is out. Mike, bring us to the checkered.
White flag's out right now for the Sandman, Rob Sanders from Bakersfield, California in the 11 car. Superman's right behind him, Colin Weinbarger. They're on the backstretch going into 3 and 4. Weinbarger goes high, almost goes over the cushion on the backstretch, trying to make something work. But your winner, Rob the Sandman Sanders. Weinbarger comes in second. The 5 of Bennett comes in third. 4th place was your 75. That was Malcolm. He started scratch and finished in 4th. And your 5th place is none other than Justin Crockett in the 21J.
Now check this out. We all kind of understand brake bias. We all understand loading that right rear, loading up on the bars, keeping the car up on the bars. First 4 laps, huge sparks coming out of that Colin Weinbarger Superman car running second. Towards the end of the night, or towards the end of that race, did you see any sparks coming out of that left rear?
Absolutely not. You can guarantee Colin Weinbarger had that brake bias dial turning that percentage towards the front of the car.
And keeping it down on the bottom groove, keeping that left front on that top of that, on top of that berm, loads that car up, less brake, more power down. Tell you what.
And we saw Crockett doing the same thing. And, he got into the A. He got the final transfer spot.
We're
talking 21.
We're talking to Clay Daly and stuff. Talking about loading some of these cars, how the track changes, right? And by the end of the night is what you want to start with tomorrow.
That's what he was saying on Northwest Dirt News on Spreaker Radio when he called into the show. Absolutely. Up next is our late model trophy dash. We will take you through the field.
Oh, listen to that horsepower. That is the 2 of Bobby Hogue. Corey,